Brother and lads, welcome back to Cossy's Arsenal podcast. My name is Cossy. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in all parts of the world. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to a brand new video. Now, Arsenal have submitted a €7 million offer for Alex Grimaldo to Benfica. A deal is believed to be very close. Negotiations are still ongoing, and in the upcoming week, we expect an agreement, a total agreement between Benfica and Arsenal. The truth is that Arsenal are moving away from Lisandro Martinez slowly by slowly. We have already identified an alternative, and work is on to sign the 26-year-old Spanish international. So in this video, I'll try to tell you much about Alex Grimaldo, look at his statistics, look at the deal financially, and why I think it actually makes more sense in terms of saving time and saving money to sign Alex Grimaldo. Hit the like button for me. Let's get this video to 500 likes. Subscribe to the podcast. We're very close to 53,000 subscribers. By this week, we should be able to get to 55,000 subscribers. Now, let's get into it. Let's start off with the reports from Adola, from Abola, not from Adola, but the publication is called Adola. They've actually come out and confirmed that Arsenal have submitted a €7 million offer for Alex Grimaldo. In the last 24 hours, a couple of sources in the UK, in London, and also in Portugal have been claiming that Arsenal are very, very close to submitting in an initial offer for Alex Grimaldo to Benfica. And now it has been confirmed by Adola, a publication from Portugal, that the offer is €7 million. So that has been submitted. We are still waiting to hear from Benfica whether they reject it or they accept it. According to rumors around Benfica and sources very, very close to the club, they are valuing the player between €7 million and €10 million. So it is quite likely that the initial bid could be bounced because they might want something more, a little bit more in the player. But what do you think? What you need to know about Alex Grimaldo is that his contract runs down in 2023. Benfica wouldn't actually risk, according to the club I know, the Benfica I know, they will not risk losing the player on a free. They will actually cash in on him. He's played for them for 6 consecutive seasons, and it's one of those left backs that I've looked at their statistics and I'm like, okay, boy oh boy, the guy is that good. And when it comes to creating numbers, when it comes to creating assists, he is absolutely in the air. Now, I think one thing we will have to agree upon here as Arsenal fans is, one, we are not going to get Lisandro Martinez, and also Alex Grimaldo is a step down in quality, a step down in package when you compare him to Lisandro Martinez. Lisandro Martinez is a player that would have given you a lot in terms of versatility because he can play as a left back, as a centre back, as a central midfielder, and also as a defensive midfielder, and as well as a left midfielder. So when you think about the package, when you think about what exactly you get in Lisandro Martinez, then you understand why Alex Grimaldo is €7 million, and Lisandro Martinez is 50 million euros. Despite the fact that Alex Grimaldo is only 2 years older than Lisandro Martinez. But listen, why this makes a lot of sense, despite the fact that there is a decline in quality and also in what Arsenal will be getting. For me, it doesn't make any sense for Arsenal to wait around for another month for Lisandro Martinez. Wait, because what is happening around now, right now, is Man United are discussing and are negotiating with Ajax on Anthony, and Ajax believe they will, after negotiating Anthony, they will then decide to sell Lisandro Martinez either to Arsenal or to Man United. And to make more sense, they have already given Donny van der Beek to Man United. They've already given Erik ten Hag to Man United. They've also given. They're also planning on giving them Anthony. There is no way in the world Man United is going to buy 3 players from Ajax and then Lisandro Martinez becomes the exception. There is no way. They're always going to sell Lisandro Martinez to Man United. And for me, this is a smart move. this is a wise move from Arsenal. Walk away. It's a deal that is no longer exciting. It's a deal that is no longer hopeful that Arsenal will edge it. Arsenal will win it. Yes, we were the first on it, and we did a lot of background work. But Man United have moved ahead of us in terms of the priority. And for me, that is it. You just need to walk away. Now, submitting in a bid for Alex Grimaldo right now, that is what we needed to do. That is what Arsenal needed. We needed a backup left back. We do not care whether it is Lisandro Martinez. We do not care whether it is Cucurella. We do not care if it is Tino Livramento. We needed a backup left back, and Alex Grimaldo is that kind of player that can provide us with just with numbers, with squad depth, and also a player who's gonna be there. But also, one thing that is very interesting about him is that in terms of creativity, in terms of playing as a modern fullback, he's 100% better than Lisandro Martinez. Look at this. Just have a look at that. When you look at his numbers across the 6 seasons he has played at Benfica, in 2016-17, he played only 14 games and created 3 chances, 3 assists, and scored twice. In 2017-18, he played 28 games, assisted 4 times, and scored once. In 2018-2019, which was his best season so far, he assisted 12 times for Benfica and also scored 4 times. That is 16 goal involvements for him across 34 games. The next campaign, he assisted 6 times and scored 0 goals, but you can see the number of times he played dropped massively. In 2020, 2021, he played more games, that is 31, scoring twice and assisting 9 times. In the last campaign, playing 29 games, he assisted 5 times and scored 5 times as well. So we are talking about a player who is comfortable going forward, a player who is very, very good on the ball, and also in terms of assisting and helping others to score is absolutely massive. Now, for me, that is exactly what Arsenal should be looking at. Because when you look at our creativity on the left, Kieran Tierney is a very important player, is a very vital part of our creativity. Very, very vital. The crosses and also his overlapping runs really help us in terms of going forward and progressing the ball and in transition. So Alex Grimaldo, a player that we have seen now can at least average 6 assists a campaign and above. I think, he would help us, one, that when Kieran Tierney goes away, we have a player that can guarantee us the same number of consistency, the same number of assists, and the same number of goals, just like Kieran Tierney. And also, when you think about this deal financially, I think it really makes a lot of sense. Look, we might need to get a backup for Gabriel Magalhaes, and that is what Lisandro Martinez was covering. But it's a deal that makes a lot of sense. One, we are going to spend only 7 million euros on Alex Grimaldo as compared to 43 million pounds on Lisandro Martinez. That is one. But then also the other thing is we are going to spend 7 million euros, probably plus another 10 million euros on 2 players. That's around 20 million euros on 2 players. A backup for Kieran Tierney and a backup for Gabriel Magalhaes. And then we can spend that money in more vital areas. In my opinion, instead of getting Lisandro Martinez for 50 million euros, why don't we sign Yuri Tillemans or Lucas Paqueta for that amount of money? Otherwise, the more important place, the more important part of the squad that we need is the central midfield. So for me, it's a deal that makes more sense. It's a deal that really, really appeals to me better and more than that of Lisandro Martinez. Yes, the quality is dropping, but I think Arsenal finally get a backup for Kieran Tierney, and this, all this saga around Lisandro Martinez comes to an end. So let's see how this one is going to develop in the upcoming week. But a bid has been submitted, according to reports in Portugal. See you soon.